one run and missed a perfect save.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone. In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened. Fernando Valenzuela has pitched a no-hitter.
Thank you, Kershaw. This is a no-hitter.
It is gone! It is a walk-off home run for Justin Turner! It's over! Muncy, a walk-off home run! This is way back! Walk 'em off! Chris Taylor!
Give me some peanuts and crackers, Jack. I don't care if I never get back.
The Dodgers are one win away from being World Series champions. They beat the Yankees in Game 3, 4-2, and we're breaking it all down next on the Dodgers Nation postgame show.
Another payoff. Benny got him with a slider.
Clayton Kershaw!
It's Teoscar Hernandez. Mookie masked.
It's a grand slam! Freeman! Showstopper and game ender!
What is up, Dodgers Nation, and welcome to the Dodgers Nation post-game show. My name is Doug McCain, credentialed member of Dodgers Media. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMAC_LA. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the #1 Dodgers YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that like button, and let me know how are you feeling with your Los Angeles Dodgers up 3-0 on the New York Yankees in the World Series, just one win away from their 8th World Series title in franchise history. In best-of-7 postseason series, teams that have taken a 3-0 lead have gone on to win that series 39 of 40 times. That's a 98% clip. You've had 31 sweeps in that stretch. There have just been 2 teams down 3-0 that have come back to force a Game 7. The 2020 Astros did it, and then, of course, the 2004 Red Sox as well. So all things are really looking good for your Los Angeles Dodgers. Big Game Buehler is all the way back. Walker effing Buehler was exceptional. He was spectacular tonight. He was everything the Dodgers could have asked him to be and then some. And you look at the line, you don't say, oh, wow, this is a Cy Young level performance. But when you watched it, you saw how crisp he looked, how confident he was, how easy the game was going for him. He ends up giving up no runs on just 2 hits. Had 5 strikeouts, 2 walks in 5 innings of work through 76 pitches, 45 for strikes, gave up just 2 hits on the night, and both those hits came in the 4th inning. The Giancarlo Stanton base hit was the double, and then you had a 2-out single by Anthony Volpe, and it was just an incredible outing for Walker Buehler. He got some help from his defense. Teoscar Hernandez gunning down Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. We're going to talk about that, but the fastball was working. The off speed was working. It was incredible. The Dodgers up 3-0 on this New York Yankees team. If they win tomorrow, it'll be the second time in franchise history that they swept the Yankees in the fall class. They did so also back in 1963, but the Dodgers, they put up runs early. You gave Walker Buehler a cushion that he needed. The Dodgers ended up getting 2 runs in the 1st inning thanks to Freddie Freeman, who homered again. Another bomb for Freddie Freeman, his 5th consecutive World Series game with a home run that ties the all-time record. He was outstanding. This Dodgers offense did enough to get the runs when you look at how spectacular the pitching was all night. They got big strikeouts when they needed to. They got great defensive plays. The play by Teoscar Hernandez is the one that everyone will show, and rightfully so. It was fantastic. You're gunning down Giancarlo Stanton. Giancarlo Stanton, man, he was out there just chugging along. You could just hear him running and saying, please no, please no, please no. He gets gunned down the plate. He's running like he's wearing some mom's skinny jeans or something like that, trying to make it, but he is unable to get that run for the Yankees. But even before that, you had the backhand diving catch by Mookie Betts to save a run on that Jazz Chisholm hit that it would have been. And then later in the game, Tommy Edman in the 6th inning, the play to keep his toe on the bag to avoid a run as well. So the defense stepped up in a big way. The pitching was spectacular. Dave Roberts, once again, showed why it's an absolute masterclass of a postseason for Dave Roberts. Dave Roberts was great once again, pushing the right buttons at the right time, not panicking, but also being proactive. I like the moves he made tonight with the bullpen, namely the use of Alex Vesia and Brusdar Gratterall, Anthony Bonda in big spots. We're going to break those down as well. But let me know down below in the comment section, where are you representing Dodgers Nation from? Are we taking this in 4? Are we breaking out the brooms? Because at the end there, it was an empty stadium. It was an empty stadium, just Dodgers fans. They really should have played Randy Newman's I Love L.A. just because it was Dodgers fans, the Yankees fans. Not much to cheer about until the very end where Alex Verdugo hit that 2-run home run to get the Yankees on the board. It would have been the first time the Yankees have been shut out in a postseason game in a long, long time. Been the first time for that, but they end up getting some points on the board. It had been the first time the Dodgers had a shutout in the World Series since 1988, but they end up getting 2 runs, and look, you feel good about the fact that you didn't have to use Blake Trinan tonight. You had a bullpen game tomorrow, but it does feel like you're playing with house money, but I think that these two teams, they know this series is over. They know this series is over, and it's on the Dodgers to go out tomorrow and make a major statement that we are the new New York Yankees of Major League Baseball. We are the marquee franchise in the sport. Yes, the Yankees have 27 titles. The Dodgers would win their 8th title, right? Job not finished, one more win. But when they do win that, I think the Dodgers have passed the Yankees as far as becoming the most relevant team in the sport. The Dodgers will have passed the Yankees as far as the biggest draw in the sport when you consider their market and the talent that they have at the moment with Shohei Ohtani. We'll talk about Shohei Ohtani's night, who definitely looked like he was favoring that shoulder just a tiny bit. I'm surprised early on that game that the Yankees didn't go out there and try to challenge him and try to see how that shoulder was. But right when the game started, you turn on the TV, and just like that, it's a 4-pitch walk for Shohei Ohtani, and the Dodgers are cooking. He draws a 4-pitch walk off of Schmidt. A couple batters later, Freddie Freeman, 1-2 count. He crushes a bomb to right, a 2-run shot, 355 feet. The Dodgers go up 2-0. Called that shot on Dodgers Dugout Live. Didn't get my Gavin Lux homer, but I'll take 1 for 2. And just like that, you do a couple of things. You get the lead, and we know how important that is for this Dodgers team. You go out there and you get an early lead. This team wins when they score first. After tonight, the Dodgers are now 69-15 when they cross home plate first. They're 68-15 in the regular season, and then in the postseason, they've had tons of success scoring first. And you give Walker Buehler the cushion that he needs. And Buehler, on a big stage in New York, definitely benefited from that. And also, it took the crowd out of it early, too. That crowd was ready to cheer. It was really like they're ready to go out there and celebrate, thinking, okay, you guys won 2 at Dodger Stadium. Let's see if we can win here. Because you know what they say, the series only starts when the opposing team wins on the opposing team's home field. And the Dodgers, they accomplished that tonight, and they took full control of this series. And I think, too, before the game even started, Fat Joe, what was that? The Dodgers should have automatically been able to go up 3-0 after that performance from Fat Joe. This series should be over. That should have counted as a loss. Dodgers up 3-0, and then they win tonight, and then the series is over. That's how bad that was. And he's out there, I think he forgot the word, just screaming into a mic. He did his song All the Way Up, which is strange because now the Yankees are all the way down 0-3 in this series. So, yeah, Ice Cube definitely owned that performance, especially when you compare it to Fat Joe. So, not a great start. Not a great start for that Yankees team. And the Dodgers, they picked up where they left off as far as getting that run early, getting those 2 runs on the board for Walker Buehler, and Buehler was massive. Buehler, all night long, the fastball was so crisp. The fastball, the way he was locating it, having success with it, it was an indicator that he was going to be on, and that it wasn't a fluke what we saw in Game 3 in the Mets series. The swing and miss is there. The ability to mix pitches and establish that fastball, then go to that knuckle curve, then go to that cutter to get swing and miss and challenge hitters. He ends up throwing that fastball 34 times in his 76 pitches, he got 6 swings and misses on those pitches. I mean, we have not seen the four-seam fastball look that good for Walker Buehler in years. He allowed just those 2 hits, in the game, and he was really outstanding for a Walker Buehler. That's where I want to start, really, is a Walker Buehler that was on the brink of how many people tonight are deleting their tweets? How many people out there are deleting their tweets tonight in the midsummer? There's a lot of people that are out there in the world that were saying that Walker Buehler's done and that Walker Buehler shouldn't ever pitch another game for the Los Angeles Dodgers. You know who you are. You know who you are. And yes, through his first 8 starts, he had an ERA close to 6. He was dealing with a hip injury, then went on the IL, went to Florida to rehab it, to get better. Then even throughout his minor league starts, he didn't look that great. Then when he came back, he was struggling to look like the Walker Buehler that we've seen. And then he found something. And he talked about finding something in his bullpen session in St. Louis, and then ever since then, he was getting better and better. He was saying how his delivery was more forward to the plate, and he was just feeling like the pitcher that he used to be. And then, yeah, he definitely had that 6-run second inning against the Padres in the NLDS. But since then, Walker Buehler, since that 6-run second inning against the San Diego Padres, he has gone 12 scoreless innings since. 12 scoreless innings for Walker Buehler. Butane is back. Big game Buehler is for real, and he is my Dodgers dog of the game. He's the biggest reason why the Dodgers went out there and were able to take command of this series, and they're up 3-0.
Dodger dog of the game.
Just an absolute beast of a performance from Walker Buehler. And also, too, I heard before this series, a lot of experts telling me that the Yankees, because you had more starters, that they had the starting pitching advantage. And that Jack Flaherty had a bad start against the Mets, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto is a rookie, and that Walker Buehler isn't the guy he used to be, and they have Garrett Cole and Carlos Rodon and Schmidt and Heel, and that the Yankees had the starting pitching advantage. Well, if you look at this series, if you look at how the Dodgers starters have fared, they've given up 3 runs in 16 2/3 innings. They've had 15 punch-outs to 5 walks. And this is a Dodgers team that is finding starting pitching when it appeared that they didn't have any. It's just the first time that they've had 3 starting pitchers go at least 5 innings in the postseason in games 1 through 3 since the 2021 NLDS. We're in 2024. What this team has been able to overcome without their opening day starter, their ace in Tyler Glasnow, and Gavin Stone, who was their most dependable starter in the regular season. Bobby Miller didn't have the year that they had hoped. Clayton Kershaw came back, looked like he was going to be effective at times. Sometimes he wasn't, then had the toe injury, and then he was gone. You didn't get Tony Gonsolin back. Dustin May was injured. He didn't come back. I mean, how many examples do you need? This team overcame everything in this series so far, and the starting pitching has been the story, because I was told the Yankees were supposed to have the starting pitching advantage. Well, welcome to the Dodgers Nation post-game show. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMac_LA. Kike Hernandez, another big game for Kike Hernandez. Of course, Kike is going to come through. Of course, Kike is going to celebrate Kektober the right way. And Kike ends up going 2 for 4 with an RBI. So to celebrate Kike Hernandez, you know what you got to do. You got to go and get the Kike Hernandez shirt. Go over to gearup.la, pick up the WDGAF shirt, the Are We Live shirt that has been the mantra for this team in the clubhouse. That has been the mindset, the mentality for this team, because they don't give an F about the outside noise. They're there to have fun, play their game, execute. This team has been loose. They haven't been tight. They've been out there making big plays in big spots. It's not the Dodgers we've seen in the past in a lot of these series where they just go cold and they don't know how to take a punch. This team doesn't give an F. Go get the shirt. You got the Kike goggles. You got the logo. This is fire. You got blue. You got black. You got charcoal. Every single color you could imagine. Go pick one up today over at gearup.la. But let's read some of your comments, guys, and we're going to break this one down. So much to get into. I mean, Freddie Freeman. I mean, Teoscar Hernandez's defense. Tommy Edmonds' defense. Walker Buehler being outstanding. This team Where are the doomers at? We're the Doc doomers. We're the Dave Roberts doomers. I think it's time to, get on. It's time for you to beg for forgiveness from Dave Roberts, because got some bad news if you don't like Dave Roberts. He's a game away from having this job as long as he wants it to, man. I mean, that's not a take, it's a fact. Beer Sama's Dodgers win game 3 in New York. Baseball is easy from Rolo. We got Boom Shakalaka, No Mercy. Yeah, do you guys have Dodgers in 4? We got Mr. Classic always already talking about back-to-back next season. Jimmy Denson, I said in the last slide before the series, Dodgers in 4 or 5. I told y'all Jimmy Denson out here taking victory laps. We got some super chats down below. So let's go check that out. All right, here we go. Bob C, $4.99 super chat, says no, one more game, and that's the mentality. One more game, and think about that. You got 4 games to win 1. 4 games to win 1. So 2 things are going to happen. Either the Dodgers go on to win the World Series, and they realize this ultimate dream of putting together this super team and beating the franchise that for so many years, the New York Yankees, they were the team that epitomized spending and being the super team and getting the stars. This is why it's so fitting that if the Dodgers do complete this, that they do beat the Yankees, because the Dodgers, they're what the Yankees used to be, but better. Because I think it's right now you see the scouting, the development, and what they've been able to accomplish with reclamation players and rookies and young players and just everything that's been instilled in this organization. I got to say it. We got D-Mac, wear the shoeys. We're going to have a lot of shoeys after the next win, I'll tell you that much. And we're talking about champagne shoeys, too. Albert Montgomery says, I got 2 shirts. It's funny. Thanks, Albert. Appreciate that. We got Noah Rodriguez. We got to run this back next year. Make sure Edmund, Flaherty, Teoscar, and Kopech get a contract. Screw Soto. I want Teoscar over Soto. Hey, we'll see what happens. But this team is special. We'll celebrate this team and what this year's meant. And you got 1 win to go. Let's do it in New York. I want this team to come back to play a game. Next time I want to see the Dodgers in L.A. I want to see them on a double-decker bus, all drunk out of their minds, smoking cigars, celebrating a championship and what is sure to be a wild day in L.A. But some more super chats. We have tons down below. Thank you so much. It really helps out the channel. So let's keep it moving. Say it with me, Doug. 1 more win. That's from Ryan Montez, a $2 super chat. Going to give you a nice comment of the show.
You win. Perfect.
We got Trailblazing, Show back in the saddle. Another yoke from Freeman. Buehler on fire, a game for the ages. Hashtag Kirk Freeman. Dodgers in 4. It's a $10 super chat. Give you a nice little fire take for that one. I really appreciate that. So I got to love that. We got some more. We got Sneaky Panda, $5 super chat. I'm getting all my teeth pulled and getting on my knees for Buehler. Oh, my God. On all his days, this is a definite bruh. Probably going to need to. This is a family show here. Bruh. It's a major bro. We got to Miguel Guzman, $4.99 super chat. Verdugo bat flipping like the clown he is. Yeah, how about Alex Verdugo? Alex Verdugo who tried to delegitimize the Dodgers World Series in 2020, calling it a 60-gamer. Yeah, we're going to remember that, Alex Verdugo, because we're a win away from a 162-gamer. And when that happens, I hope you stay in the dugout and you watch the celebration like you did in 2019 when the Dodgers lost to the Nationals. So, yeah, there's no doubt about that. And then we've got a super chat from Jose Aguirre, Joseph Gutierrez, $4.99. Crazy as it sounds, losing Game 5 of the NLCS might have been the best thing for the Dodgers, allowing Freddie to get healthy again with the week off. No, there's no doubt about it. This is not the same version of Freddie Freeman that we saw early in this postseason, that wasn't able to round first base to get to second, that only had 7 singles heading into this series, no extra base hits. Now it's been on a power surge. And the big difference is you are seeing with Freddie Freeman is he's able to plant that front leg. He's able to be the Freddie Freeman that we know that he is. And we're talking about a guy that is one of the best hitters in his generation. And Freddie Freeman is the second player to have multiple home runs and a triple over the first 2 games of a World Series. The other one was Babe Ruth in 1923. He's putting together one of the best World Series we've ever seen. He's going to run away with the World Series MVP. And what you love about it is there's no one that deserves this more than Freddie Freeman. He puts in the work every single day. He's as routine-oriented as you could possibly be. This year, he's been decimated by just a lot of things. I mean, his son was in the hospital and he had to leave the team. He had the ankle injury. He had a broken middle finger. He had to get treatment around the clock. Should be on the IL right now, but no, he's out here and he's on the cusp of winning a World Series MVP, and he's already had one of the greatest moments in World Series history. And really, as you saw in that first at-bat, I mean, look, I was confident. I said before the show that I thought Freddie would go deep tonight just because the swing. I mean, the swing's incredible right now. Shohei gets a leadoff 4-pitch walk. Couple batters later, 1-2 count. Freddie crushes that 2-run bomb to right to give the Dodgers the early 2-0 lead. The first time a team has scored in the first inning this series, and you just look at that pitch. It was a cutter up and in. Freddie was just short to the ball. He extends. He gets his barrel to it, and if you look at his lower body when he's at the plate, you see the big difference. When he makes contact, his front leg straightens out, and it leads to that bat hitting the ball and the short of his swing. And a couple of weeks ago, I mean, you saw that front leg was rolling through. He had no front side. Now the front side is back, and he's hitting home runs. He's hitting doubles. And look, you know, baseball, you need your legs, and we're seeing that from Freddie Freeman. So the Dodgers get 2 runs early on. Walker Buehler already looking really good in this one early in the bottom of the first inning. He does walk Torres to start off the inning, and then a couple batters later, after getting Juan Soto to line to left, he gets Aaron Judge to strike out on 6 pitches, and it was a really nicely placed cutter on the outside. He really set him up with that fastball right in the middle of the zone. And look, let's be honest, the Yankees have been missing pitches, and one of the big difference between this Dodgers team is they've been effective with fastballs in the zone. They've been challenging Yankees hitters, and 1, they're just executing pitches, and 2, the Yankees have been not effective at the plate. They haven't been good with the stick this series, but a lot of credit goes to just how off balance this Dodgers pitching staff is making these Yankees hitters be at the plate. So goes out there, bottom of the first, really nice job. No runs, no hits. He gets the top of the order down. And yeah, and then just bottom of the second, I'm like, oh my goodness, this version of Buehler's here? After getting Chisholm to fly to center, he strikes out Volpe, 4-seam fastball. We have not seen this version of the 4-seam fastball for Walker Buehler from quite some time. So the fact that he had so much confidence in that, and it was missing bats, and that he was getting big strikeouts from it, it really, really set the tone. And that's what Buehler did. The offense set the tone with Freddie Freeman, Ohtani's leadoff walk and Freddie's bomb, but then Buehler set the tone as well by challenging these Yankees hitters. And he threw that 4-seam fastball 45% of the time. We have not seen him throw that 4-seamer at this clip in a long time. In his previous start, it was that sweeper that was his money pitch. Tonight, he threw his sweeper just 9 times, 12% of the time. So the adjustments that he made, all the film study that the Yankees could have done would not have prepared them for the Walker Buehler that they saw tonight. And then the bottom of the top of the third inning, jump there. Tommy Edman, he gets a leadoff walk on 4 pitches. And Shohei Ohtani, who took really good swings tonight, just didn't get any big-time results with it. Took some good swings, wasn't chasing outside of the strikeout later in the game, but he grounds to second. Edman gets to second with 1 out, so still a productive out, and you feel good about that. The next batter, Mookie Betts, with Edman on second, and Mookie at the plate. At bat of the night for the Dodgers. 9-pitch AB for Mookie Betts. He fouled off a lot of tough pitches, was trying to go opposite field the whole at-bat. The whole at-bat is trying to go oppo. Then finally, he cranks an opposite field single to score Edman to make it 3-0 Dodgers. Great AB by MLB there. Then next batter, Freddie Freeman with Mookie at first. He draws a 6-pitch walk to give the Dodgers runners on first and second with Teo at the plate, 1 out. And then he pops out for the second out. That brings up Max Muncy, who draws a 2-out, 8-pitch walk to load the bases for Will Smith. So one of the themes tonight for this Dodgers offense was how many pitches they saw, how many walks they were able to draw. Schmidt, he goes just 2 2/3 innings. He throws 68 pitches, and as a whole, this Dodgers team, they go out there and they really showed what their offense is capable of because of how relentless they are, because of their ability to make pitchers throw pitches and do not chase. And he ends up throwing walks in that situation. That really did him in. The Dodgers on the night, 6 walks for this Dodgers team, and that's exactly what you want to try to do if you're a team that's trying to get into the bullpen. So really nice job of the Dodgers offense there. And then after that, that was it for Clark Schmidt. After the Muncie walk, they bring in Mark Leiter Jr. He comes in to face Will Smith with the bases loaded. And on the 3-1, he takes a cutter off the plate that should have been ball 4 to make it 4-0. The Dodgers at that point, instead of, look, you look at Mark Carlson tonight, the umpire, and thankfully the Dodgers won, but that strike zone was wider than a bathtub, okay? I mean, he was an equal opportunity hater tonight for the New York Yankees and the Dodgers. Made bad calls on both sides. Dodgers benefited, I think, from some key ones as well that we'll get into in a little bit. But how do you have the worst umps umping on the biggest stage in the biggest games is my question. But and that at bat, you had an opportunity with the bases loaded, and instead of drawing that walk and making it 4-0 and passing the baton, Will Smith, he ends up grounding out on the next pitch to end the inning. So the Dodgers were able to get another run across there thanks to that Mookie Betts at bat that he had so much patience trying to hit Oppo and they were able to score one run on one hit, but you could have had a bigger inning there. And then you jump to the bottom of the third, more strikeouts. He struck out Trevino with the sweeper. He struck out Verdugo with the sinker. He walked Torres, and then he got Soto to ground to first. So after he hit Soto with that ground out the second time, I was pretty confident that they wouldn't let him face the top of the lineup a second time around. And it was just, he was in control, confident on the mound. And there's a big difference between being confident and being a little too comfortable. And I think he was a combination of those. He was perfectly confident, but also very comfortable in that situation on that big stage. And then top of the fourth inning, this one was very interesting. The Dodgers creating more opportunities. Gavin Lux draws a leadoff walk. Then Kike Hernandez singles to right. Gavin Lux advanced to third. The runners on the corners, no outs. Tommy Edman lays down a bunt. Lux hesitates for a second, and then he breaks for home. Slides head first. Looks like he gets under Jose Trevino's tag, but he was called out, and it looked like he had got his hand just underneath it. It was a tough play to overturn because of the original ruling, but you kind of get in the conversation, did Trevino give him a path to touch home plate? And yes, if he does have the ball, he has the ability to do that, but they end up reviewing it, and you get 2 challenges in the World Series, of course, just like that. And, hey, there is where you saw it right there. He was ruled out. And I think, look, for Gavin Lux, dealing with that hip flexor, trying to make a play on it, I think that's one quibble I have with tonight and that aggressiveness. You got Tommy Edman, who's been red hot, who's great in the NLCS, who's been great in the World Series. No outs. You got runners on the corners. And then you can also set up a situation where you got Ohtani and Betts coming up to the plate. I think Lux should have stayed at third, and I would have liked to see Ohtani and Betts with a chance to swing the bat. I mean, that's where I would have been in that situation. But you got runners on first and second then with a 3-2 count to Shohei. And Shohei, he swings and misses at a cutter down and away, and then Mookie Betts lines out. So I'd have liked to see Lux maybe be a little patient, give the big dogs, let the big dogs eat with Ohtani and Betts with an opportunity with the runner at third to see if they could do some damage right there. But still, I mean, you asked for bunts for years. That's why I'm not the biggest fan of them. But that was a missed opportunity there in the top of the fourth inning. You get no runs despite some opportunities there to put some more across. And then jump into the bottom of the fourth inning. The bottom of the fourth inning, this is probably the most important inning. This was the most important of the inning game as far as you have a lot of outs left. These Yankees team, you figure they're going to make a run at some point. We've heard all about this vaunted Yankees offense. Where are they? I'm still waiting for them. The bottom of the fourth inning was the perfect opportunity for them to come alive. Giancarlo Stanton, he cranks a one-out double to left. Then on the 1-1 to Jazz Chisholm, he lines to right, and Mookie Betts, he makes a terrific catch. Great catch by Mookie, diving to his backhand, and he slides, and he saves what would have been a run right there. And that is where we see Mookie Betts in the NLCS, in the World Series, coming through, making big plays. We saw it against the Braves in 2020. We saw it in the World Series, making big plays. And then we see him in right tonight, saving a run. And that was a huge difference in this one. The Dodgers defense coming through in big spots. And then with a runner on second, 2-2, 2 outs, Anthony Volpe, he hooks a single to left, and Stanton comes around to try to score from second, and Teoscar Hernandez's one-hopper gets him at the plate. Great throw, great tag for the third out, and that was the defensive play of the night. Teoscar Hernandez, he's known for his hitting. He's known for being one of the best lefty killers in the game. He was Teoscar Hernandez. He gets to the home run derby, but my man can play some defense too. He's good with the glove as well. It was 93.9 miles per hour, the third fastest tracked World Series outfield assist under the StatCast era. And, look, I'm pretty sure with the way that Stanton was going. Stanton, by the way, he's the 17th slowest runner in baseball. 17th slowest runner in baseball to 566 qualified runners. I mean, how are there 16 runners slower than Stanton? Like I said, he was running like he was wearing jeans. Please. They got him. They got him at the plate. And that was a major, major play right there, because you saw just in one inning, this Dodgers team used their defense to make massive, massive plays. And, of course, the Teoscar one is the one that's going to get all the highlights, but Mookie's play needs some recognition as well. That play by Mookie Betts was a really fantastic play, just because it's early in the inning and Walker Buehler's cruising along. You're feeling good about where he's at in this one. And Jazz Chisholm on that line out to Mookie Betts was 107 miles per hour off the bat, had a 490 expected batting average. So that is the definition. That's the definition of saving a run right there. So just like that, the Dodgers continuing to preserve the lead. The Yankees trying to find anything, just find some hope, get some early offense. Get to a Dodgers starter, try to get them through the bullpen, but nope, it was the defense in that inning. And after 4, the Dodgers still up 3-0. And then you jump to top of the 6th inning. Top of the 6th inning, Will Smith, or with 1 out, you have Cousins in pitching to Gavin Lux. And Gavin Lux gets hit by a pitch with 2 strikes. So gets hit right in the back. He takes first base, and then Gavin Lux, he steals second. Cousins missed Bally at the plate. He would have been safe either way. So, look, I mean, give Gavin Lux credit, man. He's not at 100%. He's out there stealing bases, drawing walks, getting to first base any way he can to try to set up the top of the lineup and turn over this lineup. And then next batter up, of course, Mr. Keektober comes through. RBI single from Kike Hernandez. That scores Gavin Lux from second, and the Dodgers, they take a 4-0 lead. Next batter, 3-2 count, Tommy Edman. He strikes out on a sinker away, and they throw out Kike trying to steal second. And so you got to strike him out, throw him out there. And it was a bad double play, especially on a pitch that could have been ball 4. And at that stage of the game, you just want to give your bullpen as many runs as you can. That's what I was rooting for. Look, hey, I'll take a win any way I can get it, but let's try to get a big lead and use some of these other guys. Can we see a Ben Casparius or a lower leverage guy to try to preserve the game for bullpen leverage arms they were going to see tomorrow? But still, we didn't see Blake Trine. I think he gets a good day off tonight. And then, how about this? Bottom of the 6th inning, Dodgers still up 4-0. One of the best plays of the game defensively. Like I said, the Dodgers defense shined tonight. Defense wins championships. And it was just a really incredible play right there, because you walk Soto with 1 out, and you got Soto at first, and then Aaron Judge, he grounds into a fielder's choice, and Tommy Edman makes an incredible play, extending his whole body to keep his toe on the bag and simultaneously make the catch, and they're able to get that out. So an incredible play. It ended up being a 1-6 fielder's choice. Brusdar Graterol had some issue fielding it and making the play, but it ends up as a 1-6 fielder's choice. And let's say he doesn't make that play. If he doesn't make that play, it's 1st and 2nd, 1 out with Carlos Stanton at the plate. And you're only at 4-0 at that point. So a major play there. Then Stanton, he singles up the middle to give the Yankees runners on 1st and 2nd with 2 outs. And then Brusdar Graterol is done. Dave Roberts says, I've seen enough. Let's be aggressive. Let's take the ball. He goes in and brings in Alex Vesia, who gets Chisholm to hit a one-hop to ground out to second, 6-3. Vesia has pitched in all 3 games, and he was great again tonight. And in the bottom of the 7th inning, Daniel Hudson, he strikes out Wells on a 3-2 painted four-seam fastball, bottom of the zone. Both those calls went Hudson's way during that at-bat. So, like I said, Carlson's, his strike zone was all over the place today, to say the least. And then Bonda to face Alex Verdugo, he ends up walking him. And you walk the number 9 hitter. That's definitely not what you want to do in that situation when you're on the road trying to go up 3-0, holding on to a 4-0 lead. But then thankfully, with runners on first and second, he strikes out Torres with a sinker that was up out of the zone. The Dodgers definitely got away with one there. They got the benefit of the doubt of the big strike zone on that call. And then you look at the rest of the game. Brazier, another move that some people are questioning, because you got Ryan Brazier in for the bottom of the 8th to face the top of the lineup in Juan Soto, and you're asking yourself, well, wait a second, what are we doing here? Because you had Anthony Bonda, don't you bring him out, a lefty to face a lefty? No, Ryan Brazier, a lot of success, small sample size against Soto, and he absolutely went out there and he was effective. He got Soto to line to right on the 6th pitch of the bat. He did walk Judge, but then he got Stanton to strike out looking, nasty slider up in the zone, and he bounced back to get Chisholm swinging as well on the 6th pitch of the at-bat. So Ryan Brazier was great, and then you look at the bottom of the 9th inning, Michael Kopech out there to close it out of 4-0, punches out Volpe, walks Rizzo. Rizzo gets the second on the wild pitch by Kopech, and then a couple batters later, Alex Verdugo, he ends up hitting a 2-run shot to make it 4-2, but then Kopech, he gets Torres to ground out to end the game. So your Dodgers up 3 games to none, just 1 game away from winning the World Series. Guys, this is a special time to be a Dodgers fan. How exciting is this, with an opportunity to win in New York? And I'm just really proud of this defense. I'm proud of this pitching. I'm proud of the starters. This is a Dodgers team that is making a statement about how you use bullpens in the postseason and how you build an offense from top to bottom. I mean, Freddie Freeman peaking at the right time after being injured. I mean, this team is really, really, I've never seen this version of a Dodgers team where, I mean, you would think that you're in New York, hostile environment potentially. They're desperate for a win, and the Dodgers, they just took care of business. And just things are happening for this team that are just rare. I mean, you saw Freddie Freeman's 2-run home run. He's seen 241 cutters up and in his career. 241 cutters up and in his career. It was the first time he's hit a home run on that pitch in that location. I mean, sometimes when it's your year, it's your year. Freddie Freeman becomes just the 3rd player in Major League history that's hit a home run in each of the first 3 games of a World Series. He joins the club with Bill Madlock, the 1985 NLCS, and the only Dodgers player in the history to homer in 3 straight postseason games. So unbelievable stuff. Let's continue to break this one down, guys. Your Los Angeles Dodgers on the brink of a championship. But let's read some more super chats, guys. Welcome to the Dodgers Nation post-game show. We'll talk some more Buehler, because I think after seeing Buehler tonight, I know he's going to enter free agency. I want to see Buehler back. He loves the Dodgers too much. He's too big in the postseason. That's where they're going to be in the next couple of years. He looks as good as we've seen him in years. A couple of weeks ago, he would probably have been lucky to sign a 1-year, $13 million deal. Now I think you got to find a way to keep Walker Buehler in Dodger blue. I can't imagine that with the depth that they do have, knowing what happened this year, that they wouldn't find a way to work something out. And at the very worst for Walker Buehler, I mean, you have to think that, hey, he's in a good spot to get himself a nice bag regardless. We got Joe Zempic from 199. We got Claudia 333. Walker going 5 innings. Victory lap in progress. Yeah, no doubt about it. We got Damian, Dwayne, Antoine 499. What about Jazz crying like a little, you know what, in the box? I knew that at bat was a wrap. Same thing with Torres. Man up, young blood, pathetic. You can see this Yankees team, they're getting very frustrated. They're getting absolutely frustrated, and I don't really blame them. Just because of the fact that this Dodgers team has been stifling. This Dodgers team has been executing pitches, and they've been making the opposing pitchers work. They've been executing on so many different facets of the game that you got to be thinking to yourself, how the hell do we beat these guys? How the hell? I mean, we got a lead late in game 1. Freddie Freeman hits a bomb. We made a run in game 2. Dodgers still win. Tonight, they tried to make something happen late. It doesn't happen. And you see all the benefits of even the innings where you're not scoring runs. I mean, the Dodgers stranding the bases, loading the 3rd inning, sure. You don't want to do that, but you also knock Clark out of the game, and after 2 2/3 innings, you're already into that bullpen, and you're trying to get those arms down. So it's a relentless approach by this group. They don't expand. They take good swings. Look, what I always say, you want the dub, you got to slug, right? Home runs win. Home runs win in the postseason, and we saw that tonight. You get the big 2-run shot early by Freddie Freeman, and their 2-run shot was too little, too late. You need home runs. They need to be timely. For the Dodgers particularly, you want to see them early. And look, Schmidt, he allowed just 2 hits. He gave just 2 hits. But the problem was the walks. Because Mookie Betts, I mean, he had that single, and then Tommy Edman scores. So it's the walks that ends up really hurting Schmidt. And you give this Dodgers team 4 runs, and you give their leverage arms opportunities to go out there, and you pit them up in matchups that you know that they can win. They're tough to beat. I mean, I think I know the game was over when moment to me, it had to have been late there in the bottom of the 6th inning when you're finding a way to continue to dodge some of these bullets, and Tommy Edman makes that play. So It's a Dodgers team. This team is really special. I really truly do believe that. I mean, this team, the way they can score runs. Imagine, I mean, how would this, if this team was at full strength, you could legitimately make the case that they're one of the best teams in the history of baseball. And imagine they had a healthy Glass now. Imagine. I mean, this team is built for a run. And this is just the beginning. I truly believe that. And, yeah, it was a little scary. I mean, the scary part of this game was the Brusdar Gratterall situation. I see you guys kind of pointing that out here in the 6th inning. But what happened? You bring Alex Vesia, you escape that. Couple guys reach on Daniel Hudson. Well, go to Anthony Banda. You get out of that. I told you, it's the reverse of Murphy's Law for this team. It's the reverse of Murphy's Law. And that's what is happening for this team, right? It's Yipram's Law, right? It's whatever will happen, whatever does happen ends up being a good thing. I mean, Murphy's Law is anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Right now, it's Yipram's Law. Anything that can go right will go right. And when they've made these bullpen changes, certainly they're the beneficiaries of that. I mean, Anthony Banda comes in, saves Daniel Hudson. I mean, Ryan Brazier comes in. Wait a minute, Ryan Brazier gets out Juan Soto and walks Aaron Judge. It's cool. I'll strike out Giancarlo Stanton. So, yeah, I mean, finally the Yankees were able to score runs against Michael Kopech, but by then you felt pretty good about that. So, yeah, I mean, the Dodgers, they have won by more than 1 run every single game, and you got 3 wins, and you got 1 that you got to get. The biggest win is the next one. But, yeah, you got a bullpen game coming up tomorrow, Game 4. When you look at where this team is, where they're at in the series, I mean, they've been extremely aggressive with the bullpen arms in the first 3 games. Anytime there's been a big moment to preserve a lead, they've gone out there and they've done that. But you still have guys that haven't pitched. You still have Brent Honeywell and Ben Kasperius and Landon Knack. So we're going to see a combination of those guys tomorrow, if not all 3 of them. So the Yankees have Luis Gil on the mound. We'll see how they counter as far as their offensive game plan against some of these young Dodgers. But wouldn't it be great if Brent Honeywell shoves tomorrow and the turtleneck, Fear the Turtleneck, goes out there and does big things? But now let's take all your comments, guys. Welcome to the Dodgers Nation postgame show. Got tons of super chats to read. But wow, what a game, man. What a game. This Dodgers team, unfazed. New York, big deal. Let's go win Game 3. Bruce Wayne, $5 super chat. Freddie's jersey should read Freddie Freeman, CEO, New York Yankees, definite MVP. Yeah, Bruce Wayne, it's a fire take right there. It's a fire take for sure. For sure. We got Luisio Enriquez, $1.99 super chat. Let's go Dodgers. Give me Brent Honeywell. Guns up, $19.99. Go for the throat, boys. No mercy. You go for the kill sweep. Go Dodgers. More fire takes right there. Stephen T, 199 Super Chat. Edman is the shortstop we wish for since the beginning. Well, I don't know. I mean, we did have a shortstop in 2020 that was pretty instrumental in the Dodgers' last World Series win, and Trey Turner was an all-star. But I do see your point as far as his versatility, and Tommy Edman has been phenomenal this series. Trailblazing, $10 Super Chat. When you order Ice Cube on Wish, you get Fat Joe. Buehler is the Dodger dog of Game 3 for a stellar outing. You get me with that one. That's a good one right there, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna give you a let's give you a finish him. Finish him for going at a Fat Joe like that. I mean, did he not? Did he forget his lyrics? It's been that long since he's performed. But yeah, I mean, it's just ironic. I mean, to do a song called "All the Way Up" when the team that you're supporting is all the way down 0-3 in the series just doesn't make sense right there. Also, those weren't even his songs. I mean, my man, do songs that are your songs. Those are songs he's featured on. I won't get into that. I Heart Corolla 199. All scoring runs were Dodgers, including Verdugo. I like that take. How about once a Dodger, always a Dodger for Alex Verdugo? Yeah, that's a good one right there. I'll give you a comment of the show.
You win. Perfect.
We got Jose Aguirre, 199 Super Chat. Bow down to a team that's greater than you. Yeah. Bow down when the Dodgers are westward bound. It's going to hopefully come with a World Series title. Dwayne Antoine, 499. I appreciate that one. We got some more down below. We got Mike Jones, 199. Stan runs like he just got out of a Diddy party. Okay, you're getting a you guys are killing me.
Bruh.
Man, I'm telling you, he was wearing some denim skinny jeans, huffing and puffing. Please, no, they got me. We got Drew, 99. D-Mac was deep in there. Yankee fans, D-Mac, we was deep in there. Yankee fans were pressed LMAO. They say LA is soft in Hollywood. They respect us now. Yeah, for sure. Hey, that was a quiet crowd. That was a quiet crowd that was desperate for somebody to cheer about. And thankfully, the Dodgers, they had the formula for going in there and winning a game like this. And it starts with early offense. You followed up with great starting pitching. 9 whiffs for Walker Buehler. 5 innings. No earned runs. I'm so impressed with the swing and miss and the moxie on the mound for Buehler. And I know his bank account's going to be happy too, because he earned himself $10, $20, possibly $30 million. And we'll see if a team gets crazy, maybe they want to pay him more than that. But he earned himself millions of dollars with these 2 postseason starts. Like I said earlier in the show, since those 6 runs he gave up against the Padres in Game 3 of the NLDS, he's gone 12 scoreless since then against great offenses on the road in big spots. So credit to Walker Buehler. The first Dodgers pitcher to throw at least 5 shutout innings in a World Series game since, drumroll please, Walker Buehler, when he pitched 7 shutty against the Red Sox in Game 3 of the 2018 World Series. So I just love that the Dodgers proved that they're a better team in so many facets. Hitting, pitching, defense, base running. Freddie Freeman for MVP. 5 straight World Series games, including the first Grand Slam walk-off heard around the baseball world. Just Freddie Freeman, really? I mean, what's happened here? I mean, it's just incredible what he's been able to accomplish. So let's keep it moving, guys. Keep firing away. Is this over in 4, though? Is this over in 4? Can they absolutely go for the jugular and win this in 4 games tomorrow? Let me know down below in the comment section. You are watching the #1 Dodgers post-game show on the internet on the #1 Dodgers YouTube channel. If you haven't yet, do us a huge favor. We got tons of giveaways all year long. We just did 9 straight t-shirt giveaways today. Maybe we should do a t-shirt giveaway. Let's get crazy with it. We got the FS1. We got the apple turns into the pumpkin again tomorrow. Sweep the leg. We got LA zipped it up. It's done from Rod Wilson. Jonah Bass, who do you think you have winning in the Babe Ruth Award, Freddie Freeman or Tommy Edman? I mean, there's no question about it. It's a wrap. It's over. When the Dodgers ultimately go on to win this World Series, which by every indication based on history, it tells us they will. Don't want to get too ahead of myself, but you got to feel really good about their chances. It will be a one Freddie Freeman who will hoist that MVP trophy. And it's why you love Major League Baseball. It's why you love this sport, because of all the sports, which I love too, baseball is one that things happen that are just so improbable. Like Vin Scully said, within a year that's been so improbable, the impossible has happened. That, to me, is what we're seeing with Freddie Freeman in a series that's been so improbable for him to perform like he has with the injuries. The impossible is going to happen. He's going to win MVP on a team that includes Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and Tommy Edman. Let's be honest. So, yeah, it's astonishing what we're seeing. And, yeah, I mean, Tommy Edman has been really good. Edman this series is hitting .364, and he's tied for the team lead with 4 hits. But Freddie Freeman, 3 games, he's 4 for 12 with 3 home runs and a triple, 7 RBIs, still hasn't struck out once, has 1 walk, hitting .333 with a 1635 OPS. We're talking all-time stuff from Freddie Freeman. That's how good he's been. We got in for the kill tomorrow from Linda Flores. Yankees rolled over in the 8th like punks. Callie B. Walker was phenomenal. Rhino Ruiz bowed down is what Ice Cube said to the Yankees. And Willie Deeb says Walker Buehler has 2 Tommy John surgeries. Sir passes 10. Buehler couldn't go more than 5. Hey, I mean, do you know ball? Because if you do, you know that it was a good idea to not have him face the top of that Yankees lineup a 3rd time. I think it was absolutely 100% the right decision. I think that with Walker Buehler, the way he's pitched, I mean, you're putting a lot of stress going out there and getting these Yankees hitters and going out there and finding ways to neutralize some of the best hitters in the game. So I have no issue in doing that. And when they did that, it was the right decision because you had guys that are coming off an off day that you want to see. And Brusdar Graterol, I mean, who didn't have great command. He threw 18 pitches, 8 for strikes, gave up the hit. But you immediately, when you needed him, you went to Alex Vesia, and Alex Vesia was able to clean things up there. So, yeah, I mean, I think that is something we would have a look back at had Walker Buehler not performed. I mean, had Walker Buehler stayed out there and got rocked, you would have said, oh, why did they leave Walker Buehler out there? You have a fresh bullpen. He threw just, he could go out there. Why'd you leave him out there, right? But if you take him out after throwing just 76 pitches and going 5 innings, and then Brusdar Graterol got rocked and gave up the lead or just had a rough inning, then you would really start to second guess it. But I think that you really have to give Dave Roberts and company the benefit of the doubt in this series for what they've done this postseason, for how many innings this bullpen has had to take down. So, look, it's aggressive, and I like the aggressive nature because you have bullpen guys that can go out there and execute. They're not afraid to go and get the job done. But, yeah, after the Soto walk, I was thinking about it. And after Stan got the single to center off him, I was thinking about it too. But then Brusdar gives the ball to Doc. Doc gives it to Vesia, and Chisholm, hey, he gets him out of that inning. And the Dodgers continue to show that they're better prepared. They're better prepared than this Yankees team. I truly believe that because their scouting, the way they've attacked their hitters, has just been superior this series. And I think just the overall depth of the Dodgers lineup. But, yep, the ultimate, the best of the best magic numbers is now 1. You're 1 win away from baseball immortality, and you can do that tomorrow. But here we go. We got Rob Alexander. Tommy Tank's doing the best Jeter with the spin throw. Yeah, how good did he look tonight defensively? Sir passes 10. We got Diddy just told the Yankees to put baby oil. Okay, you guys love the Diddy jokes, man. We got Netos Liz with a broken ankle. Yeah, I mean, my man is on 1 foot winning the World Series MVP. Kelly Oshiro, Dodgers in 4, and save me money. I'll get a refund on my Game 6 and Game 7 tickets. Yeah, I cannot believe there were fans suggesting that they should lose so that you could win at home for Game 6 or Game 7. No, way to make this series about you, okay? You can't afford that. You want to win this series as quickly as you can, especially when you consider the state of the Dodgers bullpen rotation. You want to just finish this job. You want to finish him. Chris Moreno, finish them tomorrow. Plant our flag in New York City. Rhino Ruiz, I bet a sloth could beat Stanton in a race if it depended on his life. Yeah, that was the thing with tonight, man. The Stanton thing. I got to rewatch that, man. His sprint speed was not there. Marcus Anthony, why was the pig covered ink? Because it was stuck in a pen. Dodgers in 5. Rod Wilson, Yankees rolled over. Aaron Vega, nothing more sad than the Yanks and their fans. They won't forget for a lifetime. Yeah, I mean, imagine having this over the Yankees now. I mean, just NPC here, 199 super chat. Send a super earlier, bro. Want to know your thoughts. We have I'll get to your question. Just give me a second. We had WDGAF. A lot of that down below. Great game, LFG Dodgers from LaShawn Davis. BDG after LA sweeps, fade up hard times over the stadium loudspeaker. Yeah, we got more super chats down below. $5 from D-Max UPS, man. 1F and more. Let's effing go. Yes. Yes. See you on Whittier Boulevard tomorrow night, Milan 15. Oh, it's going to be crazy if they win tomorrow. Get ready for the fireworks. Get ready for a parade. They're 1 win away. Buehler lasted longer. This is a great one. This is a Zerati kid for Buehler lasted longer than Yankee fans in the stadium. Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Yankees fans disappearing, a little shana na hey hey goodbye. Only thing that Yankees fans beat Dodgers fans at today was to their cars in the parking lot or to the train, because they had nothing to cheer about tonight. I mean, you did get the little courtesy Verdugo bomb where he tried to, I got my World Series home run, but the Dodgers still got the job done. 199 super chat. Parade in Echo Park. Freddie will be MVP. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Dodgers in 4. Dodgers from JR Smile. Judge going to heat up and win World Series MVP. Sir Pace is 10. I'm going to screenshot that, and we'll follow up on that after the Dodgers get this series win. But look, here's the thing. I mean, you can't get overconfident, but it's just the truth of the matter is it's only happened once, and it was a guy that's on the Dodgers team now in Dave Roberts. I trust this team to finish the job, and the truth is you got 4 games to win 1. Tony Periano, 499 super chat. Fat Joe stunk so bad I pulled my earplugs out and stuck them in my nose. You guys are right on Fat. That was not a good. I mean, that was, like I said, it should have automatically given the Dodgers a 3-0 lead in the series after that one. But I'll give you a nice little finish for that one. Bilal K. Lux wants us to feel sorry for him and keep him. Let him go to see if he can be a man in this game. That's what we were talking about tonight. Come on now. Gavin Lux, he helped tonight. And as a whole, it's not like this is a Dodgers team that had tons of opportunities. You did go 2 for 8 with runners in scoring position. Kike got the base hit that led to a run in the 6th inning. And then you had Freddie Freeman come through, but outside of that, it's not like they were clutch every single time. I mean, Betts comes through, right? Betts comes through, and he goes 1 for 2, and then Freddie gets the bomb. So, yeah, Betts, Kike, Freddie. I mean, you got guys that are MVPs, and then you have the best role player that we've seen in a long, long time. So they didn't leave 7 men on base. They held that Yankees team for 2 for 6 with runners in scoring position. So overall, they were able to neutralize them in spots where it was important. And I think you look at this game and it looks closer than it actually was. So, yep, guys, your Dodgers, man, it's get excited. It's almost here. It's almost here. Any hater that was out there talking about, the Dodgers is shortened season championship, well, those guys can shut the hell up for a lifetime, because the Dodgers are on the cusp of a title against the New York Yankees. We got some more super chats. Josh Payne, $5. 1 more win. Thanks for all the coverage, dude. Let's go, Dodgers. Rod Wilson says Stanton equals standstill. Let them believe. We got Yankees desperately need a catcher, and Volpe is trash. Leonardo Blanco, hey, D-Mac, can you believe we are 1 win away? Let's go, Dodgers. Yes, they're 1 win away from being the Yankees in the World Series after being 1 game away from elimination against the Padres. How much has changed in the last couple of weeks? So it's definitely special. Let's go see if there's anything after the game from Dave Roberts. Dave Roberts was asked about being up 3-0 in a series, and he said that he didn't want to talk about that. So I like that. Not really playing into that. I mean, you got 1 more game to win, and that's how you have to go and treat this thing. And just from Jack Harris talking about Shohei Ohtani, that Shohei Ohtani was warming in the pregame with a heating device, and he was using it during the game too. So Shohei had a little heating device to it. That was really interesting. He was holding onto his jersey while running the bases so he wouldn't put his arm down in case he had to slide. Ohtani told reporters that he didn't feel much pain tonight and didn't think the injury impacted his swing. He also said based on how he feels, he doesn't think he will need surgery this offseason, but he hasn't had the conversation with the medical staff yet. So that's good news. That's positive news. I don't think there's too much to take away from that, but the truth is, the walks have led to big things for this Dodgers team. Shohei drew a walk tonight. That led to Freddie Freeman hitting a bomb. So there we go. Couple more guys. I'll take the parade in L.A. D-Mac. Dodgers win World Series tomorrow from Jack Geezy. Some bomb grips. We got the LOL, the Yankees. Yankees fans started booing Aaron Judge. That's how bad it's getting. The MVP, I don't know about you guys. I love great players around the league. I mean, Aaron Judge, this actually is kind of sad to see, I have to admit. I mean, if you're a Dodgers fan, you're not that sad to see it, but yeah, he just really has struggled this series, and it's one of the big reasons why the Dodgers are up in a big ways, because they've been really, for the most part, they've completely neutralized Judge. The Stanton home run in Game 1, then Soto goes off a little bit, but it's nothing where you've seen these big monster innings. What's up, D-Mac? Rochester, New York in the house. David Sabatini. We got poor guy thinking Judge MVP is not the MLB, the show, bud. Yeah, let's keep it moving, guys. Lux had made his bones this season. Yeah, Lux definitely contributed. Whole team full of dogs. That's certainly the truth. It looked so close, but didn't really feel close. Yankees are demoralized like their fans. Ice Cube caught laughing at Yankee Stadium, and Fat Joe had a lousy performance. Yeah, it wasn't the best night for Fat Joe for the Yankees. Good night for the Dodgers. I mean, you saw them panning the celebrities. They looked like they didn't want to be there. So, yeah, it's a big difference. It's a big-time difference between the Dodgers crowd and the Yankees crowd. And you can tell because you're down 0-3 versus winning, and it's just a totally different experience. And, yeah, the Dodgers, I mean, even the umpires couldn't beat the Dodgers tonight. Mark Carlson with some bad calls. Get the sweep, get the ring, get the trophy, have the parade. And I think you're in a perfect position to go and do that. But, yep, guys, we'll be back tomorrow morning for Dodgers Dugout Live. Tomorrow, it could be a big one. Are we going to have to wait? Are we going to go for the sweep? Job's not finished. And if you're the Yankees, the job really hasn't started. And if you're the Dodgers, you're close to closing out. And you can taste it. The bullpen, the starting rotation. Let's get some more super chats here in the end. You guys are firing away. Hey, if you guys keep doing super chats, we'll keep doing the super show. A $9.99 super chat from Raymond Riggs. Appreciate that. Guns Up $4.99. Walker Buehler is an ice cold dog. Carlos Napatini $4.99. If the Dodgers win it all, do they officially be the new evil empire? Well, I said it before, and I'll say it again. I think that they already are in a lot of ways, in the sense that I've said that the Dodgers are what it looks like when you have a franchise that wants to spend money, that's making a lot of money, that's pouring their investment and they're putting it back into the club. And you're also making tons of money, hand over fist, but you're also spending tons. So it's a beautiful thing for fans and ownership. You get to make money, and you also make money by going deep into the postseason, winning World Series titles. This leads to jersey sales, season tickets, TV viewership. It's a big-time money-making machine, and the Dodgers are a machine. And for so many years, look, let's not take the victory lap just yet, but right now, to answer your question in short, I already think that the Dodgers have passed the Yankees as far as right now in 2024. If you're a neutral baseball fan and you have one game to go see, that's the Dodgers in Shohei Ohtani, right? Especially next year when he's on the mound pitching and hitting. You got Aaron Judge, Mr. July, not Mr. October. You got Soto, probably not going to be there next year. Possibly could be on the Mets. We'll see what happens with that. Giancarlo Stanton, good in the postseason. He's past his prime in the regular season. Garrett Cole, pretty solid to great at times. But no, this Dodgers team, we are experiencing the golden age of Dodger baseball. This is peak Dodgers fandom. And I think this is just the beginning of a long run for a franchise that wants more than one title. They want to establish themselves as one of the great franchises in all of sports. But we got some more here. Keep it moving, guys. 199. The Yankees lose. That's from 1-2 Glory. And the Big Poppy voice did my biz. Big Poppy. Shout out to David Ortiz. Bring out the brooms, baby. That's from Kaniki818 from 499 Super Chat. Would you sign Soto? We'll talk about that on tomorrow's show. Ask me again. And look, it's Juan Soto. Certainly, he's a great player if he wants to sign with your team. JS9 Innings. What's up, my man Josh? Mr. JS9, one more, baby. Getting so close, you can taste that champagne. Good night, Dodgers Dynasty. That's a $5 super chat from Trailblazing. Delirium. The Dodgers are America's team. The Yankees are okay. We got excited to see a double D Dodgers Dynasty from Carmen Alexander. I'm sick of hearing this is their first full World Season MVP in World Series. That's from Luis Gomez. Yeah, well, okay. Well, he got a couple games to go. Maybe just one game to go. I think tomorrow, I think when you can feel a series being over, I think that the Dodgers are just going to go out there and we'll see what the Mets. The Mets, they put up a big fight too when the series was in the early stages, and the Mets did get that split in L.A. But the Yankees, man, they're going to get swept at home. Yeesh. A lot of pressure on them tomorrow. I think the Dodgers can play loose and get some runs. And hopefully get that big Shohei Ohtani game that we're waiting for. And I think that'd be big time. German Huerta, D-Mac, which will be the jersey to buy with the 2024 championship patch, Freeman or Ohtani? I'm going Freddie Freeman. Give me the number 5. Give me that Freddie Freeman grand slam, because that is the moment of all moments. And now I think that we're close to having that truly be cemented as one of the great moments in history too. So I go with the Freddie Freeman, because you only have plenty of time to get the Ohtani. More super chats. 1-2 Glory $4.99. Yankee fans are having Freddie Freeman nightmares this Halloween. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's going to be one of those nightmare fuel type plays that you'll never forget, guys. But that's going to do it for this episode of the Dodgers Nation postgame show. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMac_LA. Join us tomorrow for Dodgers Dugout Live. We'll continue to talk World Series championship. It could happen tomorrow. They're up 3-0, 1 game away from their 8th championship in franchise history. You got a bullpen game tomorrow, but you also have a hungry offense that would like to break out the brooms in the Bronx. So we'll see you tomorrow night for the post-game show, but join us in the daytime for Dodgers Dugout Live, the pregame show, the watch party with the Dodgers Nation staff. Go to gearup.la, get the Gibby meets Freddie shirt. Go get that one. Get the Dodgers Three Sisters over the bullpen shirt. Go get the Kike Hernandez shirt. Go to gearup.la. Get merched up. You're going to want to wear it for the parade. But unbelievable stuff, guys. So thanks again for watching. My name is Doug McCain. Follow me on X and Instagram at DMac_LA. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. Remember, nothing brings us together quite like Dodger baseball.